How's it going, everyone? I'm your host, the Carolina Collector. And today, we're going to look at this. It just arrived today. I ordered this from Fanatics in the preseason, and it only arrived today. Now, credit to Fanatics for giving me some extra fan cash, essentially refunding me some of the money that I paid for this. Plus, they also gave me a Circle K gas card and a DoorDash card. That's good until the end of this year. Now, I love retro jerseys. I love retro stuff. I always did. I always will. I'm a big Adidas fan. Right now, I'm wearing a throwback to the 80s with this Bayern Munich long sleeve retro. I mean, they never officially used this jersey. It's a really unique piece that really harkens to the 70s and the 80s. But it's still cool, and I love old school stuff. There's just a certain panache about them that I really like, because they're unique, they're different, they stand out, and I really like them. I've got multiple throwback jerseys from just about every sport that I watch, from the Yankees to Bayern Munich. Like I said, I have a couple throwbacks from Mitchell and Ness as far as the Giants are concerned. I got a couple New York Mets throwback jerseys, so I got a couple West German jerseys that are retros, but I don't know what to make of this jersey. Now, I was able to source out the patches. I ironed these on myself in anticipation of getting this jersey. And now that I've got it, and by the way, the Giants suck again this season. I mean, the Bengals beat the shit out of them. And Daniel Jones, which, this is a Jones jersey, just is not showing up. But I don't know what to make of this thing. This looks like an old NASL jersey. If you know your sports history, the NASL is where the New York Cosmos came from. That was the North American Soccer League. Obviously, the Cosmos, I don't even know if it exists anymore, because they tried to come back many, many times, and it just never panned out. They should have went to the MLS. I don't know what the big deal was, but that's another story for another time. I don't know what to make of this thing. It looks like a cross between an NASL jersey and a hockey jersey. There's Jones on the back. Now, all my other jerseys, with the exception of my Phil Simms and my Mark Bavaro jersey, those are heat transferred. Every other jersey that I have for the Giants, they're all stitched on. The numbers, the name. This is heat transferred. And for whatever reason, I don't know why they didn't make this available in the Elite jersey. I would have bought the Elite jersey. I don't like plastic numbers on my jerseys. Even though I have some Bayern Munich jerseys that have heat transfer numbers and letters on them, after about 3 years of use, they tend to deteriorate. So I prefer to have like what's on back of this jersey. You might not be able to see that number 10. That's actually a velvet material, and it lasts a lot longer if you care for it properly. But this is vinyl. And it just looks, I don't want to say it looks cheap, because I do have the white Color Rush jersey. I have an Eli Manning Color Rush that's trimmed out with the Man of the Year patch, the Walter Payton Man of the Year patch and a Captain's patch. And it looks decent, but the letters are stitched on. But this trim is heat transfer. And it just looks cheap. I mean, maybe if I rock like a blue turtleneck or a red turtleneck underneath this thing, maybe it'll bring it to life. But would I pay? Do I still got the tags in there? Yeah, I do. $175 minus the refund that Fanatics sent to me, and also the gas card and the DoorDash card that they sent to me for this thing taking so long to come. But it looks like a hockey jersey, or a rugby jersey, or an old NASL soccer jersey. I mean, I get that it's a throwback, and throwbacks at that time, or jerseys at that time, were really messed up because the materials were really, really different compared to what they are now. Like today, a lot of materials are breathable. Like everybody was moaning and complaining about, the new Major League Baseball jerseys. I happen to own an Anthony Volpe authentic Yankees jersey, which I'll review on the channel someday. But, back then, everything was heavy cotton. But even with the new modern materials, and this is not an elite jersey, this is a high-end fan jersey, because the elite jerseys that I paid for were like $300 to $400 each, and with enough fan cash, of course, you can bring that number down. Or if you get some of them on sale, if you're lucky, or they're having a clearance, you can get them for cheaper. But this thing just doesn't look. It looks off. I mean, it looks better with the patches. I just did this today, putting these patches on here. It makes it look better. But I don't know what to make of this. I'm usually not this critical of jerseys that I buy. But in this case, $175 is something that just doesn't look real. It looks fake. It looks cheap. I know it's a Giants throwback to the 1930s or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. You guys and gals can correct me in the comments section, but it just I mean, all of my authentic jerseys that I got, my high-end elite jerseys and my Vapor Fuse and Vapor Fuse Elite jerseys, they look really nice and they're heavy duty. And this is like, I don't get it. Maybe I'm spoiled because I do buy high-end jerseys, because they last for a long time. They're very durable. They stretch. They're made out of high-quality materials and are one step down from the actual jerseys like the players use on the field. This is not the case with this. I'm at a loss for words because I don't know what to make of it. It almost looks fake. It's an authentic Fanatics jersey from Nike, and like I said, I bought this in the preseason and it only arrived today, and it just doesn't look like anything I've ever bought in the past. And I know a lot of retro jerseys do tend to look a little funky, but that's what makes them unique. There's a certain charm about throwback jerseys that I really, really enjoy. Especially the heavy-duty cotton ones like I've got, like my West German jersey from 1974. I also have a 1990 Adidas reissue of the 1990 West German jersey from when they beat Argentina. I got a lot of Mitchell and Ness football jerseys and baseball jerseys and stuff like that, and they're all heavy-duty and nice. And it's just, this is like, I don't know what this is. I mean, it like I said, I tracked down authentic patches and applied them myself, and it kind of like makes it not as bad as an eyesore as it was prior to me putting these patches on, but this is just ridiculous. Maybe I'm being too overly critical. I guess the taste, my fashion taste when it comes to jerseys has changed. And again, I like buying the high-end stuff, or I like buying throwback stuff, or I like stuff that calls back to a simpler time. Again, with this Bayern Munich jersey I'm wearing right here, I mean, they never used a jersey like this. They've used jerseys that are similar to this, but they never used this exact jersey on the pitch. But it harkens back to that time. It's got the look and feel of a proper retro kit. Now, I've seen photos of the original jersey that they wore back in the 30s, which this jersey is based off of, but it's just when you look at it, maybe I'm just being too critical and being too harsh. I don't know. But it just looks off. And what drives me up a wall, see, like I know Bayern Munich, for example, I'll probably review my Oktoberfest jersey that I wore in my previous video talking about, everything that happened with me. That's kind of different when they do one-shot jerseys like that. A lot of teams in Europe, they tend to do that. They'll release one-shot jerseys or special jerseys that are made out of special recycled materials, or or jerseys for charity and all that kind of stuff. But the Giants still use the color rush jerseys. They use the blue throwback jerseys, and now they have this. And they're only going to use it for 2 games. They used it for their season opener. I got to look at their uniform schedule and see when they're going to use this again for a second time. Is it worth buying? I think I'm just being too critical with this jersey. It's just now that I saw the Giants wear this during the season opener against the Vikings, and I saw photos of this thing. And now that I have it, I don't know what to make of it. Maybe it's just me. But it's funny because I went on YouTube and I saw a lot of news reports about this particular jersey when they talked about releasing it prior to the season opener, and it was being panned by everybody. I think Channel 2 News in New York actually came across Kiefer Sutherland in the middle of Manhattan someplace, and even Kiefer Sutherland was like, no. So it's like, I don't know, folks. What do you think? Let me know in the comments section below. I'm your host, the Carolina Collector. Until next time, God bless, take care, and I'll see you soon. I don't know.